Deputy Speaker, this government chose not to re-engage. We said no, because Assad is a monster. We said no because Assad was a dictator whose sole interest was his wealth and his power. And we said no because Assad is a criminal who defied all laws and norms to use chemical weapons against the Syrian people. We said no because Assad is a butcher with the blood of countless innocents on his hands. And we said no because Assad was a drug dealer, funding his regime through Captagon and illicit finance. And we said no because he was never, ever going to change. There were those who used to call Assad the Lion of Damascus. Now we see the reality. Assad is the rat of Damascus, fleeing to Moscow with his tail between his legs. How fitting he should end up there. I have seen mentioned in the last few days Asma al-Assad potentially as someone with UK citizenship that might attempt to come into our country, and I want to confirm that she's a sanctioned individual and is not welcome here in the UK. And having appointed Margaret Hodge to her role this morning and taken such action on sanctions, more sanctions in the last 5 months under me than we saw even before in that space of time, let me reassure I will do everything I can in my power to ensure that none of that family find a place in the UK.
And today my thoughts are with Bashar Assad and Musa Darsani and their families and all those Syrian refugees who escaped Assad's brutality to resettle on the Isle of Bute. Their hope, and the hope of all the people of Syria, will be that Syrians are now able to secure the peaceful future that they want, rather than becoming a battlefield in another's proxy war. Given that, how would he explain and legally justify that, having waited 5 decades to be free of Assad, that on day one, those Syrians that he referenced in his statement, who were on the streets cheering the demise of Assad, were on the receiving end of a massive Israeli airstrike? Good question.
What can I say to the honourable gentleman that I did speak to my Israeli counterpart yesterday? I do think it's right to understand that there are legitimate security concerns for Israel, particularly in the context of a country that's housed ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Daesh. I wish it were as simplistic as the honourable gentleman seems to think it is. It's for all of those reasons that we want an inclusive society that supports everyone, but none of us can have truck with terrorist groups.